Y'all, it is 2025, and this channel, Lawn Insider, has been around since 2021. So we just can't be making these same mistakes with our Bermuda grass spring after spring. What's up, guys? I'm Rhett. Welcome back to Lawn Insider. I've recently been a lot more consistent with my weight training and then just more conscious of what I'm putting into my body diet-wise. And I've said this before, but I think there's a lot of parallels that run between staying healthy and fitness and then lawn care and having a nice lawn. So I'm a member of some groups on social media where people ask questions, and I've noticed some similarities between the questions in these groups to where if the person posting the question would have just put in a very small amount of research, they would have seen in most cases that their question has been answered 1,000 times over. So for instance, if somebody was asking, well, how do I lose weight? I've tried 10 different diets and I've never been able to keep the weight off or lose weight. And in reality, it's just a simple math equation. If you are burning more calories than you're putting in, you're gonna end up losing weight. How do you put on muscle? Well, you're gonna have to work out, obviously, but you're gonna have to increase your protein as well. Well, what about I'm mowing, and every time I mow, my grass is yellow. It's yellow every single time. Well, you probably need to tick up your mowing frequency. So I see these same mistakes over and over and over again, and we're going to end these mistakes once and for all. These are the 7 most common mistakes I see people make in their Bermuda lawns every spring. Also, if you've got any Astros slander, I've got the Altuve shirt, the Astros hat. Make sure you leave that in the comment section below. Those interactions actually help me, believe it or not, with the algorithm, and I know it'll help you to get it off your chest. So anyway, let's get to the list. Spring lawn mistake number 1 is going to be skipping your pre-emergent application. And this is one that probably 95% of us are guilty of, but if you do take the extra time to go out and make this application, you're giving yourself a leg up in your fight against Mother Nature and, of course, your battle for neighborhood superiority. So we're supposed to make our pre-emergent applications when the soil temps in our lawns are around 55 degrees for several days. And in Texas, that's gonna hit around mid to late January, maybe early February. And if you're unfamiliar with what pre-emergent does, it's gonna create a barrier across your lawn that's going to help prevent future weed outbreaks. Any weeds that you currently have in your lawn, you're gonna have to treat with something called a post-emergent, or obviously you can hand pull it. The product that I use, this is a product by Sunnyland. It's called Prodiamine 65WG. And you'd be doing well to find any product that has prodiamine listed as the active ingredient. If you're unsuccessful in that, you can just go to Ace, Lowe's, Home Depot, pick up something that says it is a pre-emergent, follow what's ever on the label, and make your application. So we're already late in the season to prevent several of the weeds that do pop up in the spring around here, but it's one of those products where it's better to make your application late than never. The next big mistake that most people make in their Bermuda lawns is skipping the spring lawn scalp. I scalped about 2 weeks ago, and it's already greened up quite a bit since then, and we got blessed with some rain finally on Thursday and Friday. We were supposed to get a lot, but we got ½ inch, but I guess beggars can't be choosers. But what a spring lawn scalp consists of is lowering your mower deck below the height of cut that you're planning on maintaining at for the rest of the year and mowing your entire lawn at that shorter height. You're gonna create a ton of clippings doing that. You wanna go back and bag up all those clippings and get them off the lawn. And what that's gonna do is open up the canopy of your lawn for more sunlight, more water, more nutrients to easily reach that soil layer, and it's going to result in a quicker green up. The third big mistake that I see people make is not mowing frequently enough. And simply put, if you're not mowing often, you're not going to have a very nice lawn. So what does often mean? Well, you better be mowing at a minimum of once per week. And I would actually recommend at least twice per week. You can't mow every other week and expect to have a really nice lawn. It's like expecting to have really big muscles when you only work out twice a month. The fourth big mistake is using dull blades, or in my case, if I had a reel that wasn't cutting paper. Bottom line is, if your blades aren't sharp enough, it's gonna end up chopping the grass, which is going to stress it out, and stressed out grass is gonna take longer to recover, and it's not gonna look as good. If you've enjoyed the video so far, please hit that thumbs up button below, and if you haven't already, consider subscribing. It really helps out the channel. Now back to the list. The next big mistake is mowing height. Y'all, Bermuda does not want to be mowed above 2 inches, and I know that several of you like it higher, like the way it looks, like the way it feels, and that is your prerogative. But in reality, Bermuda wants to be mowed about as low as most of your mowers are capable of mowing. And it's not even my opinion, it's a fact that shorter Bermuda is happier and healthier. Another big mistake, and this is one I hear all the time, is when someone's yard doesn't look exactly like they think it should, or they're having a weed outbreak, or whatever the case might be, and someone asks them, what does your watering schedule look like? They'll usually reply with something along the lines of, I run every station for 5 minutes every morning. And that might sound great, and what I'm about to tell you probably will sound counterintuitive, but your Bermuda only wants to be watered once or twice a week. But the trick is we want to get down an inch of water a week. Hopefully you're getting some of that from rain. But if you are going to be using your irrigation, then you'll probably be shocked with how long you have to run your system to actually get down that inch of water. I use these measuring cups. They come in a pack of 10, and I put them in all my stations to see exactly how long I need to run my system to get down an inch of water. And the last big mistake that I see people making all the time, even though I've told them not to, is that they are throwing down Bermuda seed that they pick up at Home Depot and Lowe's into their hybrid Bermuda lawn. If your lawn started from sod, which if you live in a newer neighborhood, most of your lawns were started from sod, you should not be throwing seed out in your lawn. What that's going to do, it's not going to match your existing grass, and it's going to create a patchy look in your lawn where the leaf blades themselves are going to be a different width and a different texture, and then the color is going to be off, and it won't blend in well with your existing turf. Also, you see this? That is called a stolon, or a Bermuda grass runner. And I know that view there is going to trigger a lot of people. And you can't even find seed for our sod because it doesn't exist. But another reason you don't need it is if you have an area that's thin and it's not extremely shady or extremely compacted, Bermuda is going to find a way to fill it in on its own. All right, you have no excuse now. Those are the 7 mistakes that we're not going to catch you making in your lawn this spring. If you have any friends, family, neighbors that are making those mistakes, make sure you share this video with them as well so they also have no excuse. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up right here. I hope y'all enjoyed it. If you did, please leave it a like. If you're enjoying the content and you want to continue to see more of it, hit that black subscribe button below the video. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, leave those in the comment section below. I'll see y'all again soon. Lawn Insider out. All right, real quick before I go, I guess I do post-credit scenes now like Marvel, but if there were any products that were featured in today's list, I'll try to find links to those and put them in the description box below the video. If you use those links to buy any of those products, I do receive a commission on that, and it will go to help support the channel.